he always talked about a right angle triangle. And what is Pythagoras theorem is, he says that in a right angle triangle, the sum of squares on both legs, on both sides, is equal to the sum of square on hypotenuse. This is what he said. What does this mean? It means that we all know that in a right angle triangle, AB and BC are sides and AC is also one side. In a right angle triangle, this is a perpendicular and one is base, and the side opposite to the right angle is always called hypotenuse. And among all the three sides, the hypotenuse is the longest side. Now he is saying that the sum AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Sum of squares of two sides. What are the two sides? AB and BC. That is, we are squaring it, AB is square, and we are squaring the side BC. Then we are adding, that is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. This is AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Dear students, always remember that how to find out the sides. The side, the opposite to the 90-degree angle is the hypotenuse. And there were two more angles coming here, angle A and angle C. Whichever angle among both the sides, whichever angle is greater, the opposite side will be the shortest side. Like if angle C is greater, then AB is perpendicular. If angle A is greater, then BC is perpendicular. The other side will be the base. So this is the Pythagoras theorem. Then when we talk about the converse part of this, the converse part says that if the sum of squares of two sides is equal to the square of the hypotenuse, then the angle is a right angle. Converse says if the sum of squares on both sides is equal to the sum of square on hypotenuse, then the triangle is a right angled triangle. So again repeating, in a right angled triangle, what does this mean? If a triangle is a right angled triangle, then the sum of squares on both sides is equal to the sum of squares on the hypotenuse. If the converse part says that if AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square, then the triangle is a right angled triangle. This is the Pythagoras theorem statement and its converse and its explanation. Now we will see some of its applications. I am explaining these applications from your textbook. Your reference textbook is M.L. Agarwal, and I am taking few problems from those and then explain you those problems. The first being he says the foot of a 10-meter long, this is question number 2 of your book, foot of a 10-meter long ladder leaning against a vertical wall is 6 meters away from the base of the wall. Find the height of the point on the wall where the top of the ladder reaches. For every problem like this, we have to make the figure. Foot of a 10 meters long ladder leaning against a vertical wall. Let us first make a vertical wall like this. Now, on this vertical wall, there is a 10-meter long ladder leaning against it. There is a 10-meter ladder leaning against it. From the base of the wall is vertical wall is 6 meters away from the base of the wall. This is the base of the wall and base of the ladder. This is 6 meters away. Find the height of the point where the top of the ladder reaches. This is the top of the wall. This is top of the ladder. This is reaching at the point of the wall, vertical wall. This is the vertical wall. And this ladder is leaned against this wall. When it is leaned against this wall, it is reaching at this point. The ladder is 10 meters long and it is 6 meters away from the base point. Now he is asking to find out this length where the ladder has reached the top. Let us name them A, B, C. Now this is the solution by Pythagoras theorem. AB square plus wall will be perpendicular to the ground. So the angle is 90 degrees is here. So AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. We don't know what is AC. So we will say that AB is equal to x meters. So x square plus 6 square is equal to 10 square. X square plus 36 is equal to 100. X square is equal to 100 minus 36. So x square is equal to 64. X is equal to 8. We have to take, in the previous classes, whenever we were doing algebra, we were taking x is equal to plus or minus 8. Here we have to take only plus sign of the square root. Why? Because the lengths are always positive quantities. So here we should take only the positive quantity. So therefore, the point at which the ladder reached the wall is 8 meters. Now we will see one more problem. That is question number 4. Two poles of heights 6 meters and 11 meters stand on a plane ground. If the distance between their feet is 12 meters, find the distance between their tops. Now, we'll read the problem again. Two poles of heights 6 meters and 11 meters. Let us start, while reading, let us start making the figure. So this is 6 meters and this is 11 meters. Stand on the plain ground. If the distance between their feet, this is the feet, is 12 meters, find the distance between their tops. We have to find this distance. Let us name them. A, B, C, D. AB is one pole which is of 6 meters. CD is another pole which is of 11 meters. They are standing apart of 12 meters distance. Now he is asking the distance of AD. Given AB is 6 meters, CD is 11 meters, BC is 12 meters, and he is asking AD. So for that, we will draw one more line from A to CD. Draw a line from A to CD. When we are drawing, these two are standing on the base, so these two angles are 90 degrees. We are drawing the line parallel, draw a line from A parallel to CD. So these two are parallel, so this line be corresponding angle, this will also be 90 degrees. Therefore, we can easily make out, let us name this as E. Triangle ADE is a right angled triangle. So, because triangle ADE is a right angled triangle, we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So, by Pythagoras, we can write DE square, DE will be one side, AE will be one side, and hypotenuse will be AD, which is equal to AD square. We have to find out AD. Now what is DE? How much is DE? Now here see, AB is 6 meters, then CE will also be 6 meters. Being parallel, both of them being the equal height, because we are drawing from the top to it. So this is 6 meters, means this also 6 meters. So we can write DE is equal to CD minus CE. Your CD is 11, your CE is 6, so 5 meters. So your DE is 5 meters. So DE square, 5 square. AE will be equal to BC. So 5 square plus 12 square is equal to AD square. 25 plus 144 is equal to AD square. 169 is equal to AD square. Now AD is equal to square root of 169, which is 13 meters. Therefore, we can write distance between tops is 13 meters.